Hey guys, and welcome back to Bravely Default. So in today's episode, we have a new side quest, and we begin by talking to Mr. Goodman over here.
What can I help you with?
Tell me about the mercenaries.
I'll fill you in on what we know about the Black Blade mercenaries hired by the Swordbearers. They have about 4,000 soldiers stationed in these lands. They are split into at least 5 units that we know of. The first, a unit led by the Swordmaster, the commander of the Black Blades. They are powerful, elite troops. Next is the unit that conquered the East City using toxic mist. We are very aware of the danger they represent. They have not been seen in recent years, which is cause for concern. Then there is their naval force. They are rarely sighted in battle. But after the Temple of Fire was attacked, there were reports they made several attempts to approach it from the sea. We also believe that the Black Blades has a covert unit specializing in assassination. Many shield-bearer officers have been slain in the past 4 years. We think this unit was also responsible for killing the Fire Vestal. Last of all, there is the unit led by someone I care not to mention.
Huh?
If you're around long enough, you'll learn all you need to know and more. Best to see for yourself. What can I help you with?
Excuse me, you don't see the shiny new asterisks I'm wearing right now? That naval unit is gone.
There's a good reason that the lines of battle were drawn at this bridge. 3 roads run north to south across this land. One each to the east and west of here, and this one in between. The central road that this bridge is built upon is wider than the paths to the east and west, and it serves as our main thoroughfare. The colossal weaponry the Black Blades have given the Swordbearers is too large to be hauled down any other road.
I see. So the enemy was forced to target this bridge to make use of it?
Precisely. We made this bridge our last line of defense, and the main body of the shield-bearers guards it. The Swordbearers need to cross the bridge, so they cannot attack it directly. This strategy results in the least casualties for our forces.
But even if you halt the advance of their main contingent, wouldn't it be easy for smaller units to slip past by other routes?
Correct. Small squads we are not aware of present more danger than the vast army we face before us. What can I help you with? What do you mean?
The enemy forces attacking the bridge.
Oh, I see. The shock troops led by that brassy young woman. Our intelligence suggests she is a high-ranking member of the Black Blades.
That girl is one of their officers?
Don't underestimate her. She uses the power of song to bolster her soldiers and weaken ours.
The power of song?
Yes, her songs can be quite troublesome. All of our soldiers that hear her sing become confused. The Swordbearers bombard us from the opposite bank when they see us in disarray. We've suffered great losses from these attacks.
Songs that inspire allies and confuse the enemy. She must have quite a voice. I'd like to hear it myself sometime.
So it doesn't bother you that she's a foe? I hope her honeyed tones send you tumbling off the bridge.
I have no ulterior motives, I swear.
So, if you silence this girl, would that swing the battle in your favor?
Unfortunately, she is protected by a formidable force, and the narrow bridge makes it impossible to get close.
Then, let us try.
Oh, is this the wind vessel we have here? What a delightful surprise! You've come all this way to hear me perform? Why, thank you! I am Praline And when you see me dance,
We go wild!
then get wild! Here we go! Love in the crossfire! Set my sights, get you tonight.
Yeah! Praline!
Feeling alright, squeeze you so tight. Love in the crossfire, ready, make fire. Fit to ignite.
Her song has them entranced.
Love in the crossfire, ready, make fire.
What a sweet voice. She's enchanting.
Don't listen to her. She'll mess with your head.
Let's do this! They're strong!
Don't they feel any pain? Nothing seems to faze them. Okay, everybody. Time to back up a bit. The time is nigh to blow them sky high. Fire!
Uh-oh. We need to pull back now, or we'll be obliterated.
I'm afraid we weren't able to break through.
If it is beyond even you, then we are out of options.
If only we could shut her up.
Well put, Tiz. Well put. In that case, we need to go search for some clues. And I believe we'll find said clues inside of town, perhaps. Or we can go all the way to the side quest marker on the map. I believe that is where we need to go. So, I will meet you back at the Grand Ship. Very, very far away. Very far away Grand Ship. Do 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 do.
Hey, have you ever heard of the siren song?
I have. A strange voice you hear out at sea, right? Sailors who hear the song become captivated by it and throw themselves overboard. It's a common tale.
That's right. The siren song that causes all to cast themselves into the sea. When I was even younger than you are now, there was a time it was heard throughout the whole ship.
A siren song? Was everyone okay?
It caused great panic among young and old. But a traveling bard who happened to be aboard said something that calmed everyone down. All you have to do is sing above the siren's voice. Brilliant, isn't it? He conducted us in song with his baton all night long, and the siren was defeated.
Wow, that's quite a story. Where did the bard go?
Who knows? He set off again soon after. One of the elders here might know.
Alright. I am back, I have my coffee, and we need to find an elder who is probably this guy right here. Oh yes, I heard that bard had pupils all over the world. When I was young, he must have been about my age now. I doubt he still lives. I remember him saying he was going to meet a pupil of his in Ansheim. In Ansheim. All the way back in Ansheim. Speed up! Of course he'd be standing in the middle of the street, 'cause it's so far, gotta walk on my feet. Yes, I was indeed Arkar Pellar's first pupil. Sadly, I fear he has crossed the Great Divide. When he knew he was not long for this world, he sought to visit 3 of his pupils one last time. He passed on to me one of the secrets to his singing. His last words to me were, "Always sing with your mouth wide open." The second pupil he visited? I believe he lived near the castle in Castle Disla. Kaldisla! We're going to Kaldisla! There you are. You're looking for my old mentor? It has been some time since I heard his name. Such memories. Da-da-da-da. Yes, I was his second pupil. When he came to me, he looked fondly at my children, as if they were his own grandchildren. Now they're all grown up, and I'm an old woman. You wish to know if I was given any instructions? I do remember him saying, "Sing from your belly." He stayed with me for a few weeks then set off to visit his first pupil. They lived in Forum, land of radiant flowers. Alright, as we're going to Forum. You know what? Let's go visit the old innkeeper.
Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Come to check up on me? That's nice of you. My injury isn't that bad, though. I'd been working non-stop, so I probably just overdid it. I'm not as young as I once was. If only my son was still alive.
Are you doing okay? Yes, hello? Oh. It's you all. Apologies, I'm feeling a little out of sorts. I'm afraid I can't offer much, but you're free to use the inn. Will you be staying the night? Yes please, but don't get up. We will tend to ourselves. We will tend to our own wounds. Aw. Feel bad for the innkeep. He's all alone. We should pay him a visit more often. Okay, now let's go head over to the Forum. Okay. Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought this was a good idea? Ah, yes, I was his last pupil. Does that surprise you? You expected a woman, no doubt. Me being from Florum, I can see it in your face. In any case, my mentor visited 2 other pupils before coming to see me. He bestowed one of the secrets to his songs to each of us. You wish to know what he told me? Well, that is embarrassing. He said, do not be shy when it comes to song. He always worried that I was too faint of heart. I will never forget the words he whispered to me when he left my side for the last time. A singer it has no need for finesse, he said while heading to Hearts. Why? Why? I just came from there! We're going to Heartschild. We're going to Heartschild. We're going to Heartschild! Are you the person? The pupil? I'm out of shape. Little Bud? Yes, he passed on not 10 years ago. About half a year after he arrived here, he gathered us little ones and taught us about music. Always sing with your mouth wide open. Sing from your belly. Do not be shy when it comes to song. No, he never told us anything like that. But he did say your hearts are as one. And the most important thing is to have fun. It's not just me. All the people of this town were his pupils, as were their children. Even in the midst of this war, I bet you could convince the shield-bearer soldiers to break into song. When he died, we sent his belongings on the grand ship. The grand ship. We sent his belongings to the grand ship. Do 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 na 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 Okay. Do you have an idea of how much time has passed? I was on my first cup of coffee when I started this. I'm now on my third. This better be the last freaking stop.
Ah, look who we have here! Oh, look what I found while cleaning up the place.
Could that be the bard's baton? I wonder if we could borrow it for a while.
Really? What for? I certainly don't mind, so take it. I doubt I'll ever get any use out of it.
Thank you! Hey, there's something written on it. The most important thing is to have fun, it says.
Why couldn't you have given this to us at the beginning? Okay. Back to town. Back to town we go. So many stairs. Okay. Let's do this. On the bus side, I got lots of grinding in between. And our specials are preset, so it should be fine, right?
What can I help you with?
Oh, look! The wind vestal and her merry band have graced us with their presence again.
We haven't come to hear you sing, if that's what you think.
Oh, please. Don't pretend you're not captivated by this voice of mine. Because we all know when I sing...
We go wild!
Shut it! You won't get your way so easily. Try as many times as you want, but it's futile. My personal guard would gladly die for me. Isn't that right, darling?
We're here for you, Praline!
Thank you all! Let's sing a little tune then! Love in the Crossfire! Not so fast! Come on, shield bearers! What are you doing? This isn't on the set list! Nobody can hear my song now! I'll just have to sing louder! Oh, this isn't working! Time to blow you sky high! How's
Alright, Praline, for your crimes against humanity and for making me walk all over the world, your asterisk is mine. Alright, so I actually do have a plan for this boss. It's more or less the exact same as the Mephilia boss battle. So, just like Mephilia, she has the ability to summon drones or clones or some kind of, some reinforcements to the field. And as soon as they're gone, they will always reappear, and it's super annoying. Compared to the Barbarossa fight, this is hair-pullingly annoying. Alright, so our main focus here is to get rid of one of these guys, and then keep the other one asleep for as long as possible. So Tiz, I'm going to have you default, Agnès, I'm going to have you default. Rainbow, we are going to go ahead and clip your bow and arrow with a Thundara because the two ninjas on the left and the right are both weak to electricity, and we are going to get rid of the Black Axe Fighter first, since it does have the ability to drop our defenses. Now, while Rainbow is doing this, we need to make sure he doesn't get hurt, and this is where Idea comes in. Idea's role here is to provide coverage when we are attacking. So since we have full cover from the Knight class ability, we can now use it and protect Rainbow while he's attacking. Since everyone else is defaulting, they should be a-okay. They should not take too much damage from anything that they can dish out, at least not yet. And Rainbow by himself is able to take out one of these guys single-handedly. Alright, now we have to wait for Rainbow to kind of recharge himself. But in the meantime, Tiz, I'm going to have you default, and Agnès, you might notice that Agnès is actually holding a sword. I never give Agnès a sword. And for good reason. Agnès is going to be attacking with her magic this time. We're going to be using her entirely just to put this guy to sleep. So as long as one of them is still on the field, Praline will not resummon more troops to the field. So we are going to use sleep twice, and hopefully we'll be able to get the sleep on. It doesn't always work, but we can hope with the 2. 2 is usually enough to get them to fall asleep. And just like with Rainbow, Agnès is going to be wide open while she's using her sleep spell, so we need to make sure that she stays protected. And as the Rainbow got hit, that's perfectly fine. Come on, get the sleep on. Excellent. Now Praline has the ability to buff up herself and her companions, so she can give them extra attack strength or she can give them extra BP, both of which are super annoying and they really hurt. But as long as the companion is asleep, or what is it called? As long as the Black Blade is asleep, then we can go ahead and attack Praline without too many problems. So we are going to have Tiz, we're going to have him brave, and then we are going to equip Thundara to the sword. Following this, we will go for a shell split in order to get Praline's defenses down, and then we're going to finish this off with a regular attack. Now because the sleep tends to fall off fairly quickly, we need to make sure that we're able to be brave at least once, so that we can get an extra sleep buff. So we're going to have Agnès defend. Now let's see, Rainbow did take a little bit of damage, so we have an option here. We can either heal him, or we can join in the attack ourselves. And I think I would rather heal him up, just to be on the safe side, because there have been some crits, and it can screw you over. So we will top up Rainbow's HP, and start working on some damage. Now as you notice, the Black Blade is now back awake and it gets super annoying. So Agnès, I'm going to have you brave and we're going to try and get him back to sleep. We're going to do this twice. And while Agnès is doing that, we are going to make sure that she stays alive by giving her cover. Excellent, and now Rainbow is back up to speed. So Rainbow is basically going to be our primary attacking force. Tiz can't do a whole lot of damage, but he has much better defenses and he can kind of tank attacks that Rainbow otherwise wouldn't be able to do. This other main priority here is to drop Praline's defenses. Right now they're down right now, so we can go ahead and attack without too many problems, but every single time that the defenses come back up, we will drop her defenses back down. So let's see, we are going to use this opportunity right now to get Praline's HP. She has a lot of it, so this is going to be a fairly long battle. And this is a free turn for Agnès, not Agnès, for Idea, so we are going to go ahead and we are going to join in the attack as well. So she has 54,000 hit points, we're currently at around 51,000. And this is just going to take a while. This is we just repeat what we're doing over and over again until she falls. So let's see, Tiz, I'm going to have you defend. Agnès, we are going to go ahead and we are going to put this guy to sleep, hopefully. Rainbow, you default. And Idea, we are going to give Agnès some full coverage. go back to sleep. Alright. Once we start building up some momentum, we can now start using our specials. Once Tiz has his special ready to go, we will start using them and try to get a crit chain going. In the meantime though, let's see, Praline has her defenses back up, so we are going to go for a shell split to get our defenses down, followed by 2 attacks. On this, we're going to default. Rainbow, I'm just going to have you attack once, and Adia, I'm going to have you heal yourself, because you did lose a little bit of HP there. Ow. Well, Rainbow's not doing too hot, but that's fine because Adia also has Protect Ally on her, so as long as Rainbow has less than 20% of his total hit points, then Adia will jump in and rescue him. So we are fine within that regard. Let's see, I'm going to have you default Rainbow, I'm going to have you go ahead and Brave, and we are going to go for 2 attacks onto Praline. And I think I will just have Adia default, just for good measure. There's a Protect Ally, that's what I want to see. Okay, so let's see, Tiz, I'm going to have you defend, I'm going to have Agnès go ahead and Brave, and we're going to do this 3 times this time so that we can get Ringbell's HP back up. So we're going to go for, let's see, I think a Cura onto Ringbell, followed by 2 sleeps onto the Black Blade. And again, and we're going to have Ringbell default, Adia, I'm going to have you cover Adia while she's, not Adia, Agnès while she's doing this. So hopefully you can understand why this is going to be a fairly long battle. But once we start getting our specials up and going, then we should be able to get a good crit chain going here. So let's see, let's go for a shell split, followed by 2 regular attacks. Agnès default, Rainbow, I'm going to have you go ahead and attack once, and Adia, I'm going to have you attack as well. Now the reason I have the extra BP on Adia right now is just in case we need to use a Phoenix down on somebody. Just for good measure. So Tiz, I'm going to have you go ahead and attack. Agnès default, Rainbow, I'm going to have you Brave, and we're going to squeeze in 2 more attacks. Adia, I'm also going to attack with you. And he should be waking up on this turn if I'm right. No, he's still asleep? Awesome. Okay then, I'm going to have Agnès give us a quick healing up, just for good measure. So, Cure on all allies, Ringbell, I'm actually going to have you go ahead and unleash your special. We're going for a maximum draw on Praline, and Adia, I'm just going to have you do a regular attack.
Here I come.
Now the purpose of the maximum draw is to get our crit rate up. It times it by 4. So we have a much higher chance of landing crits. And this is how we're going to be doing the majority of our damage. Hopefully. Hopefully the RNG is with us. Okay, Tiz default. Agnès, I'm going to have you Brave twice, and we are going to go for another sleep onto the Black Blade. Rainbow default. Adia, I'm going to have you do a Chivalry, full cover onto Agnès. Go. Perfectly good. Now go to sleep. One more time. Ah! Alright, Tiz default, Agnès Brave twice, and we are going to go for another sleep on the Black Blade. Rainbow default, Adia, I'm going to have you go ahead and do full cover. Go. And we need to make sure that we get this before the song ends, otherwise we're going to miss our crit chance. So let's see, we're going for Piracy, Shell Split, followed by 2 regular attacks. Agnès default, Rainbow, go ahead and do some regular attacks. Let's see, Adia Special, Horizon onto Prairie, followed by High Potion on yourself. Go. And I'm going to speed this up so that I can make sure that we get this. Boom! Sweet crit, and we now have a 7 times chance of critting. So Rainbow, all you, get those crits in. Okay, let's see, Tiz, I'm going to have you go ahead and do a regular attack on Praline. Agnès default. Rainbow, I'm just going to have you go ahead and overbrave while we still have the song up. And Adia, I'm going to have you go ahead and attack. Go. So we are more than halfway done. We're about a third of the way through. So as long as we keep getting these crits, we should be okay. Alright, Tiz, I'm going to have you default. Agnès, use Braze. Make sure you get that sleeping in. Sleep on Black Blade. Go. Ring a bell. can't do anything, so we're gonna go for a Chivalry full cover onto Agnès. Go. And go to sleep. Excellent. I did kind of forget to cover Ring of Bell, but that's fine though. So Tiz, I'm gonna have you Brave. We're gonna attack Praline using Piracy, Shell Split, followed by a regular attack. Agnès, I'm gonna have you go ahead and Brave. We are going to get Rainbow back up. So a Phoenix out onto Rainbow, followed by a Height Potion. And I'm going to make sure that Rainbow doesn't fall, so we're going to go for a full cover on Rainbow. Sounds like our song's going to end soon. That sucks. But we got enough damage in. That's fine. So let's see. Tiz, I'm going to have you go ahead and attack. Agnès, I need you to vote. And Adia, I need you to keep protecting Rainbow. Go. So we're doing pretty meager damage at this point. That's not great. So let's see. Tiz, I'm going to have you keep on... I'm going to have you attack again. Agnès, I do need you to do some curing. So we are going to drop a Cura on all allies, because we are not doing so good. And same with Adia, I need you to do full cover onto Ring of Bell. And thankfully the guy's still asleep. That is awesome. So let's see, we are going to go for... I need to get the Thunder back onto the blade. It's pretty important. So we're going to equip Thunder to the blade. I'm just going to have you go ahead and heal us again with a Cura. And Adia, I'm just going to have you keep protecting Rainbow. Alright, Tiz, I'm going to have you default, Rainbow. Oh yes, I'm getting my people mixed up. It's been a long day. So sleep twice on the Black Blade, followed by default on Ring of Bell, followed by a full coverage by Adia. And thankfully get the sleep back on, so we can now focus all of our attack strength on Praline. So we are going to go for, again, a Shell Split on Praline, followed by a regular attack. I'm going to default with Agnès, I'm going to default with Ring of Bell, I'm going to default with Adia once. Just to make sure I get the defense down onto Praline. Okay, so we're going to default with Tiz, Brave with Agnès, and get that thing back to sleep. Default with Ring of Bell, and we're going to give full coverage to Agnès. And unfortunately we missed the sleep. That's not the worst thing in the world. So Tiz, I'm going to have you default, Agnès, I'm going to have you Brave twice again, and we're going to go for a sleep again. Rainbow, I'm going to have you Brave and start working on... Make sure you work on Praline. So we're going to go for Sword Magic, Thundara to the Blade, followed by 3 attacks. And a full coverage to Agnès. I think that's right. Attack, Thundara. We need to fix this. So that goes Thundara first, followed by 3 attacks. There we go. Much better. Get that extra damage in. Now, Praline should still have lower defense, if I'm right. Excellent. So we will have Tiz Brave, and we will unleash his special. Hack and Slash onto Praline, followed by 2 attacks. I'm just going to have Rainbow default this turn so that we can get the special effects in. And then, let's see, Adia, I am going to have you give full coverage to Agnès, because she's wide open.
I got this!
Slowly but surely, we are slowly but surely dropping your HP down. So we are going to go ahead and attack Praline again. I'm just going to have you default. And Rainbow, I'm going to have you Brave twice and work on Praline again. And yeah, just a regular attack is fine. 9,000 to go. We are almost done. And he's still asleep. That is awesome. So we're going to go for another regular attack. Agnès, I'm actually going to have you extend the special by using yours. Hack and Slash onto Praline. And then Rainbow, I'm going to have you default this turn so we can get the effects in. And Adia, I'm just going to have you do a regular attack.
Hello, me.
Now, considering Agnès isn't much of a physical attacker, that did a pretty decent amount of damage. Alright, Tiz, I'm gonna have you default. Anya's I'm gonna have you brave so we can get the sleep back on the Black Blade. Rainbow, I'm gonna have you go all out while the special's still going. And Nadia, I'm gonna have you make sure that Anya's does not fall. So we're going for full coverage on Anya's. I mean, look at that damage. 1400, 1500, 1500. So good. And there's just one ring bell. Alright, that's fine. So Tiz, I'm going to have you breathe, and we are going to focus on Praline. Anya's default, and Nadia, I'm going to have you throw a Phoenix down onto Ring a Bell, followed by, I think, a High Potion, which should be enough. And Praline is done. Get back up, Ring a Bell, you're not done yet. Now this guy only has about like 3,000 hit points, so we're just going to go all out and take this guy down. So Piracy, Shell Split, followed by regular attacks. Anya's, I'm going to have you go ahead and Overbrave. We are going for some Thundaras, all the Thundaras. And Nadia, I'm going to have you make sure that Rainbow doesn't die. Boom! Oh boy. So many job points, it's amazing. But we're gonna get the performer class. You got the performer hype. All the performer hype. All the hype. Alright, performer. Boosts the stats of all allies through song and dance. Raises all allies' stance at once. Favors staggers, rods, and staves. Check out Anya's and Nadia, they look so good.
How could you? I was born to perform. I only wanted my songs to be heard. That does it. I'm going back to ordinary life.
No, Praline! Don't leave us!
I'm so sorry, everyone.
The plan went off without a hitch. You drowned her out completely. We should suffer much less attrition on the Eisen Bridge from now on. You've done us a great service.
Haha, Nadia smile. It's the greatest. Oh yes, that was so good. And we now have access to the performer class, and I'm imagining this is going to be an awesome secondary class. Not a main one, but if it can buff us up, I am expecting good things from it. So let's take a quick look at it. Let's see, performer. Let's do that on Nadia. So let's see. Save singing MP lowers the cost of singing by 50%. Oh, interesting. Love power, required MP 15. So I guess it costs maybe 30 without the singing love power saving? Interesting. Let's get a better look at her. So we want status, Dia, show on top. Look at that. Look at that. So good. Alright, in the next episode, we have some children to save because we've sort of put that off for a good while. So, until next time, thank you guys so very much for watching this. I hope you're having a fantastic day.